everybody, and welcome to Pinal Prep Spotlight, brought to you by Jones Ford Buick GMC, your hometown dealer for more than 50 years. I'm Brian Wright, and I am joined by Maria Vasquez, and we are in the winter sports season now, so this is going to be our first winter sports season show, and we're going to basically go through the season, and we're going to talk about one team each week that we're going to focus on, and we are going to start with the Casa Grande boys basketball team. Now, the Cougars were 12-13 last season. They were number 29 in the power points, so they were kind of in playoff contention for much of the year before falling off near the end. This season, they are off to, I think, what can only be described as a disappointing start. They are 3-6. After starting the season 2-0, they have lost 6 of their last 7. So, Maria, when you take a look at the Cougars, what are some of your early impressions?
Well, so far I think they could do a little better job rebounding the ball. I think that's going to be their biggest weakness, given that they don't have a lot of height compared to other 4A teams. But other than that, they move the ball pretty well. They have Mitchell Carlos and Monta Tyler, who are 2 of the top scorers and returning players for CG Union.
And I think one of the biggest issues for Union at this point is they don't have much balance scoring the basketball right now. You have Mitchell Carlos, who's having a terrific start to the season. He's averaging 22.7 points per game, but he is not getting a lot of help on the offensive end. Their last game, which was a home loss to Pueblo on Monday, was a good example of that, where he scored 27 of the team's 51 points in a loss to Pueblo. So, Maria, when it comes to some of the things that the Cougars are going to need to do better moving forward, what are you looking at?
I think they really need to control the ball a little better. They're very good at keeping pressure on opposing teams. However, when they do manage to get that turnover, they can't capitalize on that play.
Yeah, and I'm looking for maybe an even bigger impact coming from Monta Tyler, who is a junior guard. He is averaging 13.2 points a game, which is second on the team. But I think that he is a guy who they're going to be looking for a bigger contribution. He's definitely a talented player. And then you have Trey Minas, who's a senior, and basically he is the big man for them, and provides some of that size and rebounding that Maria mentioned earlier is something that's lacking for the team. But I know that Coach Robert Peterson, he has talked openly about his disappointment so far, and he's also talked about the scheduling, which I think is interesting, with a lot of games crammed into a short period. Basically, the Cougars had 4 games in the last week, and you're seeing even some back-to-backs here and there, and so it's putting quite a bit of a strain on a lot of teams, not just the Cougars. Maria, any final thoughts on the Casa Grande boys?
I think, as the season goes on, they're going to get a better feel for how the season should go, and also they're going to get more comfortable playing with each other.
And I'm looking forward to when region play starts, which is going to be, I believe, January 9th against Vista Grande. And they've got some really tough teams in that region. South Point Catholic is off to a 9-0 start, and Catalina Foothills is already 10-0. So they're going to definitely have to step it up when it comes to the region games as well. Well, that does it for our breakdown on the Casa Grande boys. Now, each and every week, Maria and I are going to give you a what to watch, which could be a player or a team to keep your eyes on during the winter sports season. And Maria, let's start with you.
All right, well, my what to watch is going to be the Santa Cruz wrestling team, and the Dust Devils are coming off a championship run. They're the defending Class 2A champions, and they have 3 players returning who are also looking to defend their title in Davian Guanajuato, Emilio Isagiri, and Diego Chavez. So be on the lookout for the Dust Devils and see if they can defend their title.
And my what to watch, I'm going to keep it in boys basketball, and I'm talking about Poston Butte senior guard Quest Williams. And this guy is really the heartbeat of the Broncos, and he is off to a great start, averaging 21.6 points, 6 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game. Now, I am a little bit concerned about is he going to get enough help for the Broncos to really be contenders, but there is no question that Quest Williams is one of the best players in the county, and he is going to make the Broncos competitive on a nightly basis. And Poston Butte is 7-3 to start the season, so they're looking pretty good so far. That does it for our show. Remember to visit pinalcentral.com for all of your winter sports action, and we will see you next week.